Happy Devils Wednesday. This is the Woo Report, episode 461, coming to you live from an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey, inside the cubicle, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network, as just giving you a little bit of an update today, what's going on. You know, it's been a few days since we last saw the New Jersey Devils play, and well, we're finally getting some news on some of the injury reports. Number one, Cody Glass and Zack MacEwen were skating today, but they were, according to Amanda Stein, had practice jerseys on. Non-contact jerseys on. Connor Brown did skate today. In other news as well, that Dadonov, according to Sheldon Keefe, is not coming back anytime soon. Yikes. Made another spelling error. Thank you, Mrs. Wu. It's hard to do these podcasts at work. You know, you're trying to rush through it, and let's see here. Apparently, there is an extra N in Dadonov, so I'm going to correct that for you, and I'll correct the titles a little bit later. I'm looking at the YouTube Live. I see Max, early commute Woo. Yes, early commute. Art Heaton says up. At Just Sports says 2 days in a row of work Woo. Yeah, I know. You like this magical cubicle that I'm in right now. Hopefully nobody's listening in around here. You try to sneak that in. So it's a little tough doing these sneaky podcasts. I think that's what they're called. These Woo Reports now are sneaky podcasts. Dubs is like, huge. We all need these forwards back ASAP. The top lines are gassed. This California trip looked a bit like last year, when the bottom six were unplayable. The depth has been untested. Completely agree with you. Dubs is like working from home. Woo, says Art Heaton. Hey, you know what? I'm excited for tomorrow when the Devils take on the Montreal Canadiens, 7 p.m. Eastern start. Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. The big stage should be out tomorrow. Again, it's all weather permitting. I think Saturday is calling for rain, but now the weather forecast has changed. It keeps on constantly changing every 6 hours, and it's just so annoying. We can't really plan these big stage events like that, but we'll be there live. Also, State of the Fan address at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight with Nick Villano at pucksandpitchforks.com. We will have Arthur Staple, New York sports reporter. He's done The Athletic. He's done New York Newsday back in the day. Great guest. Very knowledgeable of New York area hockey. And I think he was on James Nichols' podcast just the other day. But Arthur Staple, very, very, very knowledgeable, true reporter, will be on the podcast tonight. Let's see here. Dobes has been named starter for Montreal. If I'm muted, to me it's Dobes. Is it Dobes or Dobes? I think it's Dobes, if I'm not mistaken. The Montreal Canadiens starter when the Devils take on Montreal. Now, let me ask you a question, because this question came up to me today. Which game would you go to if you had one choice? Would you go to Thursday's game against Montreal Canadiens, or would you go to Saturday's game against the Pittsburgh Penguins? Which one is more of a game that you want to go to? You want to go to a Metropolitan Division rivalry game, or do you want to go to something more traditional, original six, Montreal Canadiens? I want to hear your opinion. Max is Dobish. Okay, Dobish. Some people will say Dobes. I'm going to call him Dobes, but Dobish. All right. Dubs is like, I read somewhere that MacEwen's injury was a separated shoulder, which is super painful. Good to see him skating, but still might be a little bit infected. That is the injury. Look, at least he's skating, and that's good news. Skating, skating, skating. You want to get those legs going, but don't rush your players back. There's no reason to. Select the Boy says so Thursday because of the time. Yeah, I'm telling you, and you're going to hear me bitch about all these 12:30, 1 o'clock starts, even 3 o'clock starts. I love night games. Just generally speaking, I love night games. Never liked the day games at all. But, there are a lot of people that have families that want to bring their kids to the game. Yeah, the pester, oh, Daddy, I want to go to the game. So, that's fine. Yeah, matinee sucks, according to Max. Dubs is like, I would rather go to a Penguins game, Metropolitan Division game, a Metro Division game. Whew. Well, I have a friend that was asking which one should he pick, and I might say Montreal. I mean, Montreal, you get the Canadian national anthem and the United States national anthem, and then you've got two top-tier teams, in the Eastern Conference. But then again, the Pittsburgh Penguins are a top-tier team, surprising everybody except for me, because I predicted that the Penguins would make it that far. Actually, have that good start to the season. All right, so let's see here. Looking at this, I'm getting spam text messages during this podcast, but I just want to put up a little Woo report, let you know that we are going to have Arthur Staple on the podcast tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on the Let's Go Devils Network, wherever you find this. Let's see here. Also, big shout out again. Looking over. To Brian Konkowski. We'll meet up at American Whiskey one of these days. I can tell you some more Rutgers stories. Anyway, that was on the Morning Woo. Addressed an issue. People thinking that I don't like people that went to Rutgers, which is far from the truth. I just don't like Rutgers football. That's all. And all the millions of dollars that they waste of taxpayer money for that debacle of a program. Anyway, let's see here. Dubs is like the Rangers shut out home again. Wow. Lots of big things going on in New York City, both in the sports world and political world. And the Rangers being shut out once again. You know what? Aren't they supposed to build this immaculate train station, which was once New York Penn Station years ago before they knocked it down and put Madison Square Garden? I think they should resurrect that train station, in my opinion, of course. All right, so this is going to be a short Woo report. I'm going to get out of here. Just want to put this up for your afternoon queue. Again, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, State of the Fan address. Nick Villana, pucksandpitchforks.com. He and I will talk to Arthur Staple, New York sports reporter. Great guest. He's got a lot to say. He's very, very smart, and highly recommend that you listen tonight, live, on a Happy Devils Wednesday. All right, getting out here. This is the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils.